I've just been thinking, actually, I don't think I've actually slept in Harry on my own. So that's quite significant, big upgrades, that is. You know, that's not a cheap exercise. So yeah, it's about 7:30. It's gone dark. So all on my own. It's going to be a long night. Good job I ain't got asthma.
Stuart has forgotten how to film in low light. Does it show? And with the unmistakable crinkle of a Twix wrapper, he's off, heading north for the next 3 hours.
Good morning. As you can see, an early start this morning. I always set the alarm for a time, and I'm always up 15 minutes before that. So I set the alarm for 4:45, and I was up at 4:30. So I'm heading up north, up to where Autocampers do their fit outs, to see Carl. He's at Ford Campers. So it's just west of Barnsley by Penistone. Following the Loire Valley trip, you would have seen that we had not battery issues, but we ran out of power. And to be in fairness, the existing setup's pretty good, but we did 7 nights with not a lot of driving, and that's the key. And probably this trip was the first time we'd started to actually stay at parkups for 2, maybe 3 nights, which is something we want to move towards, because I think that's more relaxing for us. And about 7 or 8 days in, the battery sort of let go, which it lasted quite well. If you think about it, 7 days, we'd probably only moved not very far at all, maybe an hour's drive in those 7 days, so it hadn't had time to charge. Bottom line is we decided to increase the battery size, so we're going to go up from 105 ampere battery, lithium battery, to a 300. So that's going to be 3 times the power. You've then got to do other things with that. We're going to increase the alternator to a 50 amp charger, which means that will charge up faster. So also we're going to double the solar power from just over 100 watts at the moment to 200. So that's quite significant, big upgrades, that is. You know, that's not a cheap exercise. I'm here before actually Carl's opened up. So as soon as he gets here, I'll hand it all over, go through the works with him, see what he needs off me, and then I'll walk up into Penistone and get myself some breakfast. I left the house so early this morning, I forgot to pack my pyjamas, so I should be sleeping in my clothes tonight. I've just been thinking, actually, I don't think I've actually slept in Harry on my own. I'm pretty sure in the 6 years that we've had it, I've never actually been on my own in the van, so that's going to be a first. I've only got my sleeping bag as well. We haven't got the bed and mattress, so I should be just curled up on that. And I've got a blow up bed to try and support me back a bit, so that might help me a bit. So just at Generations Cafe Bar in Penistone, I'm going to have a full English breakfast, treat myself. It's £12, it's not cheap, and a pot of Yorkshire tea. So I'll do a bit of editing here, and then I'll have a walk around the town probably. There you go, that's a fine looking piece of food. Credit where it's due though, I can highly recommend the Generations Cafe for a breakfast. Even if, let's be honest, I barely made it through the plate. I just got my tea for tonight. It'll be a steak and potato pie. So I'll just get warm that up in, I guess, in the Ridge monkey, I think. That's the only problem when you having jobs like this. We know it's normally half a day when we come up. We've been up here so many times, I've seen everything. And I'll say my back's in problem anyway, so I can't walk around too much. So you end up kicking your heels. You go into every cafe you can find. Carl's workshop's tucked away, not far, just outside Penistone, by the River Don, I think it is. So if you need any little bits and pieces doing to your van, at all. Real good guy. I just left Firth Campers. They've finished the job. All looks good. Just can't travel anywhere too far or too fast more than point, because obviously the solar panels just need to cure, so I just need to find a park up close by. So there's one about 10 minutes away I'm going to. I'm impressed with the 50 amp charger. It was getting 49 amps off the alternator, which was only getting about 20 amps before, so that's going to be a good upgrade. A lot faster charge. So I think that's going to do me for the night. Just a small lay-by on the side of the road. So that's the 50 amp DC to DC charger. So I've just got a sort of a fly lead for portable solar. Allow me to charge the leisure battery if that's what I need to do. And there's the new battery. It's a bit bigger obviously than the other one, as it's 300 amps. The two solar controllers, one for the portable cable and one for the main panels that's on the roof. I've still got the 18 amp charger off the alternator for the Bluetti as I'm driving, so we haven't changed that, that stays as is. He also replaced the panel on here because the buttons had broken and gone, so that's all been renewed, which is good.
Variety clearly isn't his strong point in the last 2 episodes. Another cheese-based meal, and no Branston pickle, because yes, he forgot that too. At least the sandwich was delicately sliced. That persistent disc pain means it's time for a little edit session in bed.
So yeah, it's about 7:30, it's gone dark, so all on my own. So it's interesting, I hadn't even thought about it till today that I've actually been out and Harry on my own, so it'll be a slightly different experience. Because it's just a small lay-by, but there's continuing coming and going, and just a couple just come and gone out for what I presume is a night walk. They don't look as if they're going to sleep out for the night, but I presume they'll be out in their torches. The much anticipated evening meal. I was so looking forward to this, but as you can see, I'm desperately searching for a bit of moisture. Most of it met its fate in the bin. It was a solemn moment. This is going to be fun. Well, that was an idiot move. I bought the pump, but I bought the pump that we use on, those you get the bags that you can suck all the air out. That's not what I want. I need something to blow the air in. Oh God, I have to blow it up by hand. And then an unexpected twist. Slow motion mode got enabled on the camera. 6 years of doing this and I still manage new mistakes. It's impressive, really. It's going to be a long night. Good job I ain't got asthma. Oh, I'm going dizzy. Man found passed out. West of Barnsley. I'm all light-headed. Oh God.
With that, Stuart calls it a day and heads off to the land of Nod.
Good morning. Well, it was a bit of a broken sleep. I must admit, I thought the airbed was going to be really good when I first lay on it for my back, but I must admit I struggled a bit. But I do think there's something in it, so because it's only just a cheap inflatable, so it's a bit squishy, if you know what I mean. Whereas I probably think I need it to be a bit thinner and a bit firmer. So if anybody's out there got experience with the inflatable airbeds for campervans, etc., just drop anything in the comments, because I might pursue this, because I think it might be a useful alternative to a standard mattress maybe, and also take up less space ultimately. So I'm going to get up now. It's about 6:30. I probably woke up 3 or 4 times in the night, but it was cold last night. I had to put the heating on many times. So I'm going to get up, have a cup of tea, have some toast. Got no marmalade. I've done well here. I've really planned this out. No pyjamas, no marmalade.
Christine, I'll come to you after the headlines, which are read by Thomas Watts. And
Just found my pyjamas. I'll put them in the front bloody glove compartment. That's old age, that is, a memory. So one of the things that's really useful is the cab curtains that I built and put up here, because I just haven't bothered to put the front screens on. It's good for stealth in a way, because it doesn't look as if the van's obviously sleeping with a screen up, although they are black screens now I've got. It just allows me to shut off the lights. So.
Morning arrives, and with it, disappointment. The key breakfast ingredient, marmalade, has been left at home. So, breakfast of champions, the humble cheese toastie. It's unconventional. Don't forget, you can show Stuart some love by hitting that like and subscribe button. It's free, and if you want to give extra support, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description.
Time to track back home. Despite the hiccups on the solo parkup, the electrical upgrades have been a glowing success. Harry's running better than ever.
The first top card is where Stuart shows how he installed those cab curtains we mentioned earlier, and the second is the Loire series episode, where those power issues all began. See you in the next one.